Good morning. Well, firstly, my name is Keith Belk. I'm the head of the Department of Animal Sciences at Colorado State University, and it was my privilege to moderate a session with three speakers this morning that discussed the topic of understanding carcass quality and traceability. And I think that there was basically 3 points that came out of here that were of significance. Firstly, without any of the speakers actually saying it, I think that it became clear that in their businesses, the definition of what comprises quality in the products that they sell has changed. Quality still is flavor and eating desirability and things associated with the product, but based on the comments that they made, consumers are also concerned about the transparency associated with the production system. So where did the product that they're consuming come from? How was it raised? Did it have an environmental impact? A number of things that, in addition to how it eats, influences its desirability to this generation of consumers. We had a conversation about blockchain technology, which is an IBM-based platform for allowing the opportunity to have transactions within the industry and document those transactions with a system that is not able to be changed, in other words, manipulated. And so the speaker referred to it as a ledger that is immutable. That means that you create a identification with a given product and you follow it through the system, and every time that you perform a management characteristic, for example, you vaccinate or you wean or you send to the packing plant, you record those into the system, and then that data is there forever. And that data then can be accessible to whoever's granted access to it, including consumers if the producers so choose. And so what the speaker said is that this system allows the consumer to be more closely aligned and involved with the original on-farm producers that produce the products. And in the lamb industry, that could be a very valuable tool. The second thing is that there's essentially a number of important opportunities to add value to lamb products by attaching production information to a traceability system. One of the things that came out very clearly was the system called Flock 54. Flock 54 is a system that has been implemented with Superior Farms working with the University of Idaho to provide information associated with the genetics and the production system involved in producing lambs. And it allows the flow of information to move up and down the supply chain so that producers have better opportunities, particularly to make genetic decisions regarding their products. And then the last thing is that I think it became clear that in retail, it's important that traceability becomes the same thing as transparency to consumers. And I've already mentioned this briefly, but it becomes a very important aspect of what particularly young Generation Z consumers are utilizing when they make purchasing decisions. And so those things, I believe, sort of summarize what our panel told the producers is important relative to adapting technology as we move forward.
Thank you. Very interesting session. One other comment I'm going to add, if you agree, is one of the speakers said something about if you're not willing to really take a look at this and understand its value to you, you really need to rethink your role in the meat industry long term. Is that what that was said?
Very much so. I think that there's a concern that producers are not taking the effort that is necessary to implement some more sophisticated technologies that have availed themselves over the last 10 years or so. And particularly things like blockchain is a relatively new opportunity. And for producers that are not investigating and evaluating the solutions that such technologies could bring to their production systems, they may have a difficult time in business in the future.